so excited. This is so much better than the last place I performed. The last place I performed was a little town called Johnson City, Tennessee. Yikes! Stopped a mile outside of Johnson City, Tennessee to fill up on gas and get a Red Bull. And while I was waiting in line, I saw two guys who made me realize I was gonna see a miracle. Because one of those guys was dressed head to toe in NASCAR paraphernalia, and the other one was dressed head to toe in hunting gear. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be great! And I was right. Because it didn't take but a second for one of them to reach off the rack next to them and pull off a lighter that was painted the colors of the American flag, show it to his friend and say, "Hi, dude, America, greatest goddamn country in the world, man." And his friend, who was a little bit smarter than him, said, "I don't know, dude, if you think about it. I mean, if you really think about it, America at its base, kind of a fucked up place. Seriously, I want you to consider it. We got here, we murdered hundreds of thousands of people, okay? We raped their women, we killed their babies, and then we set a plague upon this land. If you think about it, America in its history is just fucked up." And his friend, in his infinite wisdom, turned and looked at him and said, "Bullshit, dude! We were British then, that don't count!" So it's nice to be around civilized people. I'm from Atlanta, and it's great living in a big city. Big cities are cool. I didn't ask for that. Big cities are great. My favorite thing about living in a big city, the homeless people. They're the best. Because homeless people don't even ask for money anymore. They know we don't fucking have it. Now a homeless guy just wants to walk up to you, introduce himself, and blow your fucking mind. I had a homeless guy walk up to me the other day. He did not give me a sob story. He did not ask for spare change. It was just the introduction. And normally when you introduce yourself to somebody, you walk up to them, you say, "Hi, I'm Justin." They say, "Hi, I'm Aubrey," or whatever their dumb name is, and then you go about your day. It's great. But that's not the way that this homeless gentleman introduced himself to me. He walked up to me and he said very poignantly, "Hey baby, it's me, Jonesy, what's up?" But two things enter into your head at this particular point in time. Number one, did I just meet the Willy Wonka of bumps? And number two, am I about to be stabbed in the fucking chest? I thought I was done. I thought I was finished with the conversation. I started walking up the street thinking it was over. Couldn't have been more wrong. This guy followed me up the street. "Actually, baby, it's just Jones. But it's Jonesy if you're nasty, player. And you look filthy." And then he stabbed me in the fucking chest. Took a trip to Orlando recently, but I'm a broke comedian, which means I had to take a one-stop trip to Orlando. I don't know if you guys know what that means. That means I had to fly 1 hour north to Charlotte, North Carolina, to fly 2 hours south to Orlando. It was not fun, but on this trip I realized something magical. And that's that I like sassy black ladies more than white people 9 times out of 10. That's just a fact. And I'm not being racist. I'm saying I saw something while I was sitting in that airport that was amazing. And what I saw was, I was like right there at the gate, and there was this really obnoxious Southern lady in front of the counter in front of me, and then behind it was a really sweet black lady. And the Southern lady was like, "Look, if you don't get a manager down here right now, I'm going to raise Cain. I'm going to raise damn Cain in here. Do you understand me? I did not know that I had a stop. I did not know that I had a layover. You get a manager, you get one right damn now, okay?" Turned around, walked to her seat. And when she sat down in her seat, the black lady behind the counter very calmly reached down and picked up the phone and dialed into the intercom for the entire airport terminal. The whole thing. And she very calmly said, "We need a manager to gate 22, a manager to gate 22. Also, the patron who was just at the counter, you left your iPhone. If you do not come and retrieve your iPhone, then I have a new goddamn iPhone. I'm going on break." Click. It was the best. call from my mom recently, guys. Kind of bummed me out. She called me and said, son, I got bad news. I wanted to call and let you know that I'm leaving your father. We're getting divorced. And I had to let you know so that you don't blame yourself. I said, Mom, fuck. Blame myself? My cooking doesn't taste like shit. I didn't run up a $3,000 bill at Macy's, and I most certainly did not fuck the mailman. Okay? Dad did. And if he had done it to me, I'd have left him too. You guys are awesome. Last thing I want to do before I go, I wasn't always a stand-up. I used to be an actor when I got started. And when you were an actor, they tell you that you need to memorize monologues. But I couldn't be fucked with that because I was lazy. So what I did was I memorized song lyrics and I performed them as dramatic monologues in auditions. And I'd like to do 2 of those for you guys before I go. Oh, that's so nice. All right, the first one's by my favorite band, Radiohead. Okay, here we go. When you were here before, I couldn't look you in the eyes. You're like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. And I float like a feather in this beautiful world. And I wish I was special. 'Cause you're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I even doing here? I don't belong here. Thank you very much. That was the first one. Awesome. Okay, the second one is by a band I'm sure everybody knows, Hall & Oates. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I'm Justin Morgan. Good night.